Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Island Tea, right here on my media SKN with your faves. As I'm Sanskevan, featuring Jade, Gwenugwen Edita, CPL Matter Stuart Johnson. It is a fresh week, Jade.
Indeed it is.
Monday,
Good morning, guys.
Monday the 24th, guys, of January.
January is out of here.
Girl, easy so.
These 10 weeks have been hectic. But
Easy
we've made
so.
it. We've
Easy
made
so.
it.
Looks like we made. Look how far. Oh man.
How are you,
man.
friend?
I am good.
Good.
Yeah, weekend was just
Chaotic?
nah man.
Well, not for you.
Yeah, not
for
for
you.
me. Not for me. It seemed as though there was an inverse correlation between my relaxation and the rest of the world.
Boy, oh boy.
While I was relaxing,
The girls were fighting.
all kind of things was going on.
Yes.
All kind of things was going on. But
Was
Jade,
busy.
how you spent your weekend?
With my son,
Oh,
just,
family time.
played Paw Patrol.
Wow.
No, it wasn't Paw Patrol. It was, what's that other one with Owlet and... Well, you wouldn't know, but you're going to soon. You're going
Yeah,
eventually.
Not really, okay.
PJ Masks, yes.
What? Okay.
PJ Masks. We played PJ Masks and ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches
Oh,
because
okay.
he likes them.
Wow.
Yeah. And I cooked and relaxed and worked. The usual. You know, when my son home, I don't really do too much on the weekend.
Right.
How about you? What did you do?
Just relax.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds about good and
Just
correct to me.
It
That's
was
good,
it was
though.
needed, necessary relaxation.
Yeah, that's why I said that's good because usually on the weekends, a lot of us, one, the weekend ain't long enough anyway.
Right.
And then two, a lot of us use the weekend to do work that we didn't do in the week because we
Yep.
was busy working.
Yep.
So,
And some of us like the weekend is when the work actually like gets going.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Yep.
this upcoming weekend.
you're busy.
Yeah, I'm working all weekend.
Damn.
Like right now, I'm trying to juggle, the schedule in a way so it doesn't like there's no overlaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some. Yeah,
You have some things to do.
yeah. It's gonna. Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm
there you
using
go.
this week to try and prep as much as possible so that when time comes to execute on Saturday, Sunday, it's not. Yeah.
How would you, friend? How would you?
Wow. Looking for. Thinking about it now. Got me.
Don't think about it until you go home
Oh,
and have
boy.
to prepare.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Best time to do it.
Jade, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you believe chivalry is dead?
Duh.
Really?
What? What do you mean?
Who killed it?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know if it was the men who just decided they ain't doing this no more because they don't need to work as hard, or the women who just decide they're not into that anymore. But somewhere along the line, it died. A terrible death. We need to resurrect.
I don't.
You don't think so? You can't say you don't think so. I tell you don't date many.
I don't date men,
Okay.
but I am a man who is
Who?
who's responsible for being chivalrous.
Yes, but remember what you always tell me
What's that?
about what you say, boy, that the exception.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
And you
prove
are
the
the exception.
rule. Really? Wow. But this is why this is a thing, right? Why the question is a thing for me. I had a conversation about chivalry last night, and no, this is the thing. It was interesting to me to find out what some men do and what some men don't do.
Go ahead, tell me. 'Cause I know what I don't know. Sorry. Go ahead. Don't let me.
Jade, perhaps you're dating the wrong men.
That's not the reason. As in,
Oh,
who
okay.
am I supposed to date?
The
Where
ones,
is the white men?
the ones who are chivalrous, Jade.
Where are they? As in, it's not me alone
I-
having this issue, you know.
Jade,
I love
okay.
how men always say you're
No,
supposed
no,
to date the right men.
no, no.
Okay, show me the right men then.
Jade, okay. There were about, what it was, 6 of us there. Right? There were 6 men in this conversation, right?
And 12 to the 6 shivers.
No, all 6.
Uh-huh.
All 6 are chivalrous in some ways, right?
Uh-huh.
We had a discussion about some of the ways that we disagreed on what should be done and what shouldn't be done. For instance, one of the guys' position was that he isn't like he doesn't he allows the women to choose the seat when they go to the restaurant. And the rest of us was just like, what?
Okay.
And he was like, nah, dude, like I let the woman choose the seat.
Like you mean her seat?
Yeah, choose where she wants to sit.
Okay. Well, let's.
And we were just like, to me that was insane to me.
Why? Explain. This must be a men thing.
All of this is men things. Like,
okay, well
all
then
this-
explain. Because I don't know.
So in my mind, when I go to when I go into any situation, especially when I go out with a woman, instinctually, and I do recognize that this does be an issue for some women, and that is why I keep asking who killed chivalry. I don't think it's men, but
No,
there's
of
some,
course
but
you don't think
I
it's
go into a situation and I'm with a woman. It's almost like I feel like I have a responsible in the situation to do my best to ensure that no harm comes to this
Which
lady.
is fair.
Right. So with that being said, if I go to a restaurant, for example, I choose where I sit. That gives me the best vantage point to be able to do that.
Oh.
So I need to be able to see the door. I need to be able to see as much of the restaurant as possible. So I choose the seat that allows me to do that.
Okay.
Right?
I get you.
So for me, for a man to not do that is weird.
That's like when men say women supposed to walk inside of the sidewalk and they walk on the.
Even that. So I do that, right? I do that. Right? But I was taught that.
Yeah.
Like my father would always, like, even when we walking with my mother, he said, what are you doing there? Go, you're supposed to be on that side.
You see, you said you were taught that. You know, a lot
Right.
of men weren't taught.
Right. No, I fully understand.
Oh.
I fully understand. So, but then again, they weren't taught that. By who? So when we start talking about who killed chivalry,
Fathers?
like that's the question.
Fathers killed chivalry.
But I've also been in the situation where I've done stuff that in my mind I should do, and I get called names for it.
Yeah, people who shame people for actually being good people, they're the issues, not you doing the good deed.
But then what happens is that men interpret that as, okay, perhaps I shouldn't do this because now some people look at it as being disrespectful or belittling them,
You know,
or
the
all
way
these kind of things.
to deal with that?
Well,
Conversations.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
But that's what happens is it generally sparks a conversation, and that's when you go, oh, so that's how you look at it now. So I'm not supposed to do this. And then, you know, the other thing about this, I've been in a situation too.
Let me set up these articles for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because.
I've been in a situation too where chivalry backfires.
Oh, damn.
Right? So I've been in a situation where I do the things that I normally do because it's just what I do. I open the door, you know, I might
You pull out the chair, you know the.
I don't know the pull out the chair thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just naming things that.
Yeah, that dude do.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. It was interesting to see who does what. So like, okay, you just do that, you just do that. Honestly, I don't know the pull out the chair thing.
Okay.
But I've been in a situation where, like, I've done these things, and perhaps the lady that is the recipient of these things, right, goes, like, in the future, she goes, like, she's really falling for me, whatever. And I go, really? You just start to talk?
Yeah, you know why? Because they.
And it's,
the bar is in hell, as in the bar for things
right,
that women experience is literally in the pits,
of hell. Wow.
So a lot of the times when men do certain things that women aren't accustomed
That's
to
right.
experiencing.
We're going down the same road, right?
Yeah, but oh my God, he is the love of my life. I can't believe he's so nice. He put
Right,
up my
he's so nice, right. Okay, that's the thing right there, Jade. Now, my issue with that is, the woman then gets upset with me because then they say I was leading them on. I was just doing what I usually do.
Again, conversations.
But by this time, I getting blamed. You understand where I'm coming from? I getting blamed and saying, oh, well, you is the one who were leading me on and making me feel like this is where we're at or whatever. No, girl, I was just doing the things that I usually do.
Somebody had a good answer. Somebody just messaged me a good answer for the reason for that.
For what?
So, black men as a whole believe doing nice things make you soft for some reason. It's more of an ego thing.
See, I don't agree with that because a lot of the times when men do this so-called chivalrous things, it gets interpreted as male ego like as promoting the same chauvinistic behavior. So a lot of times the things that men do that we term chivalrous get termed chauvinistic by some women.
What do you mean?
Like they pull out their chair, they opening the door.
Oh, they feel like I could pull up my one chair.
Yeah, and then it's because this has happened to me where it gets interpreted as I doing those things out of this whole gender role situation, and I feel like that is what I'm supposed to do as a man, and that speaks to this whole, like I said, gender role and male.
Yeah, but them they need therapy.
And you see, that's the thing. I'm just telling you what's happened. And on the flip side, the conversation that I'm having now with what I was describing prior to your thing. And sometimes that's the case. Right?
Yeah, sometimes it is the case where men
right.
egos just. But like when you
but
see
I don't,
women
but I don't know in terms of what we term as chivalry. I don't know if that really plays. Men see doing nice things as that, like yeah, sometimes. But I don't think men refuse to pull out the chairs and open the doors because the seat has been soft. I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think that's what.
Yeah, so I think chivalry is a little different.
You think so?
I think chivalry is a little different.
Okay, you top there.
I think a lot of men who don't do it weren't taught to do it.
That's what I said. So the problem is the fathers. Your father didn't teach you certain things. Like they didn't teach you, how to a lot of men don't know how to interact with women,
Oh yeah, big time.
Bro, it's so weird.
I've been telling you guys this.
No, you have.
I've been telling you guys this.
Yeah, a lot of the times men do not know how to interact with women. They just and sometimes they don't even know how to interact with women on a platonic level. Everything in the back of the mind leads down to them receiving something on the back end. So I take you to a nice dinner, I pay for this and that, I expect something in return. Instead of it just being something I do because I want to do it.
Yeah, that's
and then when you get refused, you vex.
Oh.
What? Sir, how are you upset with me for what God gave to me? Okay? It's mine, it's not yours. You can't just expect because you take me out to dinner, or you buy me something nice, as opposed to just...
No, I agree.
I don't.
I agree. It'll weird me out.
Yeah, we need a masterclass on how
to. As a matter of fact, even more so, I think a lot of men feel they have access to women for nothing and all. Not even for something. I like one of the things that really upset me is when I see men touch like women who they don't even know.
Bro, I would just
like
fully.
I believe they need to make a law that you like for that. Like,
yeah, don't touch me.
Like men who just go around and spanking women on the behind and so.
Hold on. That is terrible, eh? Because I would fight you.
No, I've seen it happen. Happen, and it does.
Listen, I was I tell you the story. At time I was going to.
Sick, yo.
I was walking somewhere, and a guy that knows that I dislike him with the pits of my soul, like he knows as him.
Yeah. You've made it clear.
He decides, and the thing is, I've made it clear time and time again. Do not interact with me. Do not touch me.
Leave me alone.
Act like you can't see me.
Left me alone.
Yes.
Right.
Why he decide to touch me when I'm walking in town? Oh my God! Now I gotta cause a scene. In my good walking clothes.
Oh boy.
And all you have to do is not touch me. So easy it is. Do not touch me. Do not touch women or men without their permission. Keep your hands to yourself.
That happened to me, and you don't even know how to react sometimes.
I know how to react though.
No, but you see, it's a little like if let's say this happens, right? Let's say you're walking in the street and a strange man touches you inappropriately and you turn around and bust him a slap. That's pretty justified.
Yeah.
If a woman come up to me and touch me inappropriately and I turn around and bust her a slap, it come off a little different.
Yeah.
It come off, you see what I'm saying? It come off a little different.
So make me hear me, so she only touch him.
Yeah, she only got one thing.
Make slap on again. Yeah.
Yeah,
not recognizing that, like.
Yeah, so like men have to be aware.
You
have to be aware. You have to be aware. You know what I mean? See?
Punch his man in mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do that.
I can't do that.
Call me.
I can't do that.
Call me.
Right, so yeah,
Yeah,
and
you go jail.
but men have to be aware. Men have to be aware.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. It's a very weird situation to be in. I've been in this situation where it's like, what is my response? Not only that, if I'm to get loud and argue, that in itself is outside of my particular brand of masculinity.
Yeah.
I try to avoid being rambunctious and loud and this and that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so it's kind of weird. Like you feel violated, but you don't know how to express
Yeah, because
the fact that you feel violated. Like, so you just
and
kind
that is unfortunate.
yeah,
That is very unfortunate because nobody should
Mystic.
be put in a position where they feel like they have to, somehow, like,
Stifle the feelings that they're feeling
yeah,
based on
stifle-
something that someone did to
and
them.
you've been violated.
Yeah, right. So you have to almost hide your victimhood.
You know how to get around that? Not touch people. Simple concept, Keep your hands to yourself. Consent. A lot of people don't know what consent means,
Nope.
Either they don't know what consent means or they don't understand the
Important.
concept of consent.
Yeah. People feel they have access to people and they just don't.
They do not.
Yeah.
People aren't things you buy on the shelf
But
anymore.
part of this is like even just how we talk about relationships, how we talk about men, women, romantic relationships. There's always a sense of ownership involved with how we articulate
Yeah,
it.
bro. I had to
Right?
I had to tell somebody, like, I'm not property. Like, you can't. Because when men start to talk about,
But people in general.
well, I only talking about who I date again. So anything I talk about.
No, but you have to be aware too. You have to be
No,
aware.
I know.
No, what I'm saying is sometimes we might do it. So I might say things in a way that comes out that way, right? So meaning like, they might hear men say, my woman, you belong to me, you is mine. These kind of things that we say. We're not even conscious of what we're saying and how it comes off, right? But the other issue is that a lot of us don't even know how to speak about relationships without having that sense of belonging and ownership and, like you said, property.
Yeah, we're not.
Even if I'm here sitting and thinking about, well, what is the alternative? It's very hard to determine what it is.
We're not. That's not how we. Yeah, we gotta fix that.
I don't think
we gotta fix that.
I don't think. In other words, I don't think even persons who are aware that, hey, because this person allows you access to them, doesn't mean that you somehow own them.
Yeah.
And they are their own human being
They
with
have their own life, their own thoughts, and you know.
But so even if I say, oh, that is my girlfriend, like, it doesn't mean I somehow own her.
Yeah.
But if you keep saying it that way, like,
I can't remember the exact. Somebody told me something one time, and I can't remember the exact phrase they used. But when they said it, I was creeped out. I'm like, this is really how you're thinking? Like, this isn't healthy. This is not healthy. You probably need to figure out how to deal with whatever you have going on, because if this is how you talk about people that you love or you're in a relationship with, you talk like they're not things to own or put on a shelf. Yeah. They're not things to just have as an accessory for when you're going out.
Oh, that's a big thing right now. Right now?
It's weird.
No, right now, and I don't think there's anyone guilty sex. Like,
no.
What I'm saying, there are men who are seeking, like, trophies. They seek to be objectified in that way.
Yikes.
To be trophies. Like, but what I'm saying is
if that's what you're into, that's what you're into.
No,
right?
but what I'm saying is the fact that seems to be becoming more and more popular. See, that's the thing, I there's some things that I am okay with because it's a personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
But when it becomes the standard, then I have issues.
Yeah.
So on a micro level, I might be cool. Right? For instance, I don't care if you start walking around with green here, like, it's your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm coming from?
You can't tell me what to do with me head.
Exactly. But then when it becomes the thing where everybody wants to have green here, you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Because it starts signaling something else. It starts signaling,
Everybody just
okay,
wanna be here.
no, see, that's the issue. The issue is we don't recognize that these things mean something on a bigger level. So if everybody all of a sudden wants green here, then the question then becomes, what is it about your black here that you don't like? You understand where I'm coming from? For instance, and that's what I don't have a problem with people here and how they do what they want to do. But then, for instance, with us, black people, for instance, we talk about hair all the time. It's okay if you want to straighten your hair, do your hair green, cut them off, lock them, do whatever you want to do with them.
Your head.
Yeah, but then when the norm becomes everybody trying to, the majority of people, then it signals, the beauty standard is this. Why is this the beauty standard? Does it, so you understand where I'm coming from?
Yep.
And it becomes an issue at that point. So it's the same thing with these romantic situations and the way people want to interact. Like the fact that so many men want these girls that are just pretty, look good, use up for a matter of time and buy.
Yeah,
and then there's a lot of women who actively saying, hey, I don't mind being this. Yeah, I don't mind being this.
No.
It's signaling something going on. I don't know why it is. But that dynamic that get to me by like that dynamic does, especially like for me because I'm a man, of course. Like the women that seek to be that does really turn me off. I'm gonna tell you, like if you want them girls like want to be in the in crowd all the time, want to be up with the so-called popular people,
as let's call them.
The elites, popular. You're just trying to get in that crowd and always want to be around that kind of energy. So it mystic to me.
And the energy terrible. Anyway, I should know I'm around it. Anyway, it's time for a little break because we have some conversation to get into with our friends from the traffic department. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back with Traffic Talk right here on Island T.
Protect your lifestyle with Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Dealing well with a low reputation and service for second to none. Securing you is our mission. People that you can trust, your business, property, we got you covered. Motor or personal, whatever it is, we got you covered. 130 years in this business, we've got you covered. For all your insurance needs, visit or call us at 465-2631 or 469-5303. Dealey Walwyn, people you can trust.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode. Attention all drivers. I'm begging you to slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency? It's better late than never. So why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps. The road is now a racetrack, threatening life and property, and all the result of that led to death and injury. Inconsiderate driving, this nonsense need to stop. I'm making it my business to alert all motorists, especially those who love to break traffic laws. I have seen what speed can do. Here I am to your rescue to help you to live. Just take this advice I give. I warn all drivers to take care of your passengers. Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island T right here with Media SKN, and we're about to jump into this week's edition of Traffic Talk with friend of the show. Back in studio with us again this week, Sergeant Brown. Sergeant, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. I'm good to be on the land of the living. And how you are doing, my friend?
I think we're doing well. Jade?
I can't complain.
Oh,
Can't complain at all.
And how was your weekend?
Nice and quiet.
We had a nice quiet weekend. I hope it was the same for you.
Yeah, it was the same. Yeah. It
Alright,
was
so
quiet,
then pull you into work this weekend.
Well, I was. Yes, I did work. Yeah.
Watch, you see once you got them stripes and thing,
Yeah.
and with a uniform, you're always working.
Come with responsibility.
I got you.
Yes. Good morning to everyone out there in Radio Land. Good morning to everyone under the sound of our voice. It's good to be here once more. And our weekly edition of Traffic Talk, which is aired every Monday morning right here on Win FM, 8:30 a.m. And my name is Sergeant Brown, and I'm from the Police Traffic Department. And it's good to be here again. I trust and hope that everyone had a restful weekend and are now fully charged to proceed along with this week. Okay, this morning, our topic this morning would be the response to emergency vehicles, the way we ought to, as motorists, the way we ought to respond to emergency vehicles when they are responding to emergencies. And quite often we get a lot of complaints that persons are not responding the way they ought to, as it relates to the way they should respond to these emergency vehicles when they are responding to emergencies. So I thought that our topic is timely. This topic is timely, and I would just want to share some tips that I feel and we feel that if they abide to would help us respond the way that we should respond to emergency vehicle when they are responding to emergencies. Emergency service vehicles, they respond to incidents on every day. It is paramount that all road users understand how to respond appropriately when they hear or see an emergency siren. The first tip, I have 10 tips there that I wish to share with you. The first one, number one, do not panic. You might feel a little overwhelmed when you hear a siren and traffic starts to move aside. But remember to stay calm and don't panic. Panicking and stopping abruptly in an unsafe place can cause a huge threat to the safety of you and others on the road. Number two, slow down. Stopping suddenly could cause harm to the emergency vehicle or other vehicles. Slow down and don't make any sudden movements. Number three, indicate. You might be distracted by the siren, but please don't forget to indicate. Showing the emergency vehicle where you are going and other vehicles nearby will help all road users leave and arrive safely. Don't block the road. That's number 4. Do not block the road. Sorry. Be careful not to block roads, as you might block the pathway of an oncoming emergency vehicle. Number 5. Be aware of other vehicles. Be aware of other vehicles. Focus and be aware of all vehicles, including the emergency vehicle and other road users, to prevent accidents. Number 6. Do not obstruct the traffic. Obstructing vehicles can cause harm. Ensure ensure you move your vehicle out of the pathway safely. Number 7, move to the left. If it is safe to do so, move as far to the left as possible to make room for the emergency vehicle aiming to get past. Number 8, you should never run a red light. If you are waiting in a red light, when you hear a siren behind you, you must not go through a red light, as it might put other road users in danger. Move to the left if you are able to do so. If not, it is the emergency vehicle's responsibility to find another route through or wait until it is safe to do so. Number 9, don't play loud music. Ensuring you are able to hear sounds clearly around you is paramount to how quick your reactions are. Playing loud music can obstruct you from hearing a siren timelessly. So ensure your music isn't too loud, and please avoid the use of headphones. And number 10, never ignore a flashing light or a siren. Surprisingly, some drivers choose to ignore a flashing light or a siren. Doing this can hinder the emergency vehicle's ability to get to their destinations as quickly as they can. Ensure you are fully aware of how you can avoid potential penalties and harm. And the consequences of moving into the path of a police or emergency vehicle will definitely incur you a fine under our laws. And what does our law say as it relates to our topic? And I'm referring to Regulation 22, subsection 13B and C, as it relates to emergency vehicles. Subsection B. A driver, 14B, sorry. Section 14B. A driver of a motor vehicle shall, on the approach of any engine or other apparatus of a fire services proceeding to or from a fire or suspected fire, should draw up close to the left-hand side of the road and stop, leaving the center of the road clear for the passage of such engine and other apparatus, and no two motor vehicles shall stand abreast. C. A driver of a motor vehicle shall, on the approach of the ambulance proceeding on duty for the purpose of aiding any sick person or persons, draw up close to the left-hand side of the road and stop, leaving the center of the road clear for the passage of such ambulance, and no two motor vehicles shall stand abreast. And I would pause there for now as it relates to our topic. Thank you for being part of it.
Yeah, Sarge, you know, all the information you divulge is very important.
Yes.
I think sometimes it gets difficult based on our some of the streets are pretty narrow.
That's correct.
You know, to be able to, for cars to be able to just pull over. Sometimes it's hardly anywhere there to go, and it becomes an issue for the emergency vehicles. And I think that's something that some of our viewers and listeners expressed. You know, sometimes the sirens go on and you want to get out of the way, but there's hardly anywhere for you to move to. So you just kind of have to keep driving until, you know.
Yeah, I heard you, and I would just want to go back to what I would have mentioned as it relates to our topic. And it says, you should, number 7, move to the left. If it is safe, underline that.
Right.
If it is safe
Right, exactly.
to do so, you should move as far to the left as possible. So if it is safe,
Yeah, if it is safe.
yeah, you move. If it is not safe, well,
You
I
could have
mean,
to continue it until you're
it
able.
is safe,
Right,
until
exactly.
it is safe. So
exactly.
your point is well taken.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So somebody wants to know what is the purpose of the cricketers being escorted with the sirens. They said they saw some people trying to pull over in the ECCB roundabouts and they almost had an accident. So they want to know like what is the reason that the cricketers are escorted with the sirens.
Well, we have to make sure the cricketers are escorted. They move safely to and from their destination. We have to make sure that it is a part of the responsibility of any host country to make sure that all officials, including the cricketers, umpires, officials, as long as you have anything to do with the cricket, this is the ICC protocol that the police escort their officials to and from their various venues safely. So yes, the siren is very important for us to let the motorists, road users know that, listen, we are escorting officials, and please just give us a room, let us come through, let us pass through safely. And basically it's just that. The siren is important. It is not that we are going to an emergency, but it is just that we want to make sure that the roads are safe for the officials to be escorted safely to and from their destination. Yes.
Okay. So there was another thing that we wanted to touch on, and it's because it has something to do with, I guess, traffic. So last week we saw that there was an incident at a funeral where the funeral director, I think it was arrested for being in a parking spot. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but that's what I heard. Can you shed some light on that for me?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not privy to the information. I heard of it, but I'm not privy to the information as to what led to the arrest of that individual. So I would not want to go into it, and I'm not certain as to really what happened.
okay. Well, speaking about not speaking about this particular incident.
Yeah.
But in general, I know there's been time, even for me, I've parked somewhere and then been told that I would have to move because that parking space was designated for an official. If your vehicle is in that position, it's not a situation where it's regularly designated for that purpose, and not otherwise marked, right? Is there a law that speaks to how that situation is dealt with, or what is the what is the protocol, punishment?
Well, what I can say is that the police reserve the right to ask for whatever reason, if you're parked in a particular area, even though there might not be any road marking, any yellow line, and for whatever reason, the police might have reasons to ask you to move your vehicle respectfully and obediently, and the police can come and ask you, sir, can you park your vehicle? Can you move your vehicle? And the police are to show you, indicate to you an area, an alternative area where you can safely park. But if you refuse, the police can report you for that offense.
Report you said?
Yes.
No, I mean, no,
Report you.
but he said for the offense.
The police can also arrest you. If you
That's what I
refuse.
wanted to know. If they could, you
Yeah,
could be
you can
arrested.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If you willfully refuse to move your vehicle, you can be arrested for failing to the correct wording is evading me. What? In other words, failing to
Comply?
with the law. Yes, you have it. Failing to comply with the lawful directions of a police officer, and that police officer have the right to, if you, as I say, if you willfully obstruct, if you willfully refuse to move your vehicle, you can be arrested. Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Quite interesting.
Very.
Have you arrested anyone for not moving?
I didn't hear you.
Have you arrested anyone for that offense?
I've done so in my past.
Oh,
so.
excuse me.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah, but he's a changed man now.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I said, the police are to show you an alternative area where you can park. Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if the police can issue parking instructions on private property.
Private property, I'm not. That kind of wide. Could you break it down?
So, for example, if I am parked on the residence of, let's say, a church or the burying ground or a business.
I see where you're coming from.
I'm just giving
I see where you're coming
examples
from.
of
But as I
private.
said, I see where you're coming from, and respectfully, I would want to just stick to where we are right now. I would not want to go into it.
But we're not talking about anything specific.
No, we're not. I'm just asking if police can arrest somebody on private property.
You can be arrested on a private property, yes, for various reasons. Various reasons.
For
yes.
not moving your vehicle? I don't like how you evaded my question.
I have to be very cautious and very careful.
No, we're just talking in general.
Yeah,
I
so
know
somebody
we are-
said, so for example, Valuemat, can you, if you park at Valuemat,
It is a public, public has access to that. Yes,
yes,
to that
which
area.
but it is private property, right? Can the police then come and arrest you for not moving your vehicle?
Of course, you can be arrested. Yes, if you're there willfully block. Say you are blocking. Okay, you park your vehicle in the parking lane, in the parking slot, and you go on to do your shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you come back out, and when you reach going back to your vehicle, there's a vehicle parked in front of you. One is legally parked behind of you, so and there are vehicles to your side. But the one that is definitely in front of you, the driver, you cannot for no reason move up. You call the police. The police come and deal with your situation, and the police ask the driver, sir, can you move your vehicle? Your vehicle is obstructing the lady from moving her vehicle. And that driver just ignore the police and walk away and that. In a situation that, yes, that person can be arrested for willfully obstructing you from moving your vehicle out. Yes.
Okay.
So even though it is Valdemar's property, it is the public still has access to that area, and it becomes a public space. Yes.
Got you. I got you.
That is my question, eh? But
What
I just know. But I just feel like I just feel like
Cromwell train you.
no.
You feel like there's some Cromwellish answers.
No.
No, you're not okay.
I understand where you're coming from.
No, me too.
My question is more like, can the police designate specific parking areas on private property? But I would suspect that there might be reason to do so at times.
Okay, let us look at your question seriously. You are holding a function on your property, and you've invited a number of guests, a number of persons, and one of your guests, the person who you would have invited, complains to you that there's a vehicle outside. There are two vehicles outside blocking my path. I cannot move. I'm ready to leave, and there's a vehicle blocking my path. And you, as the host, you know who the vehicle belongs to, and you go to him and say, "Sir, can you just move your vehicle? This person just," and that person, for whatever reason, ignores you. They just ignore you. Yes, I'm sure that you would not want to get in any confrontation with that person. So the next best thing for you now is to call the police, right? Am I correct? That would be your best,
Right.
your next best
Right.
move, right?
But before you continue, we actually have some persons.
Okay,
trying to
sure, we
get
can
in.
take that call, yeah.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T with Traffic Talk. So what's on your mind?
Very blessed morning to you, sir, and to
Morning.
all your listeners everywhere, as well as your panelists. I just want to appeal to the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Public Works, Roads Division especially, to look closely at repairing that portion of road there on Ponds Road when you're approaching the fire station from Baker's Corner. You're going towards the fire station, let's say you're going towards Bud Rock. And when you get to the intersection that takes you down, just before you get to the intersection that takes you down to Sandong Road, there is a big patch in the road there, and a lot of drivers are looking to sidestep that. They don't want to slow down and drive through it.
Caller, what area said? I missed that. What area?
Okay. When you leave Baker's Corner and you're approaching the fire station, just before you get to Sandong Road, the intersection, the junction to turn right onto the Bay Road down Sandong Road,
Okay.
on the left side there, just before the bus stop,
Okay.
there's a very wide patch in the whole there, and a lot of drivers are not slowing down to drive slowly through it. So what they're doing is they're looking to sidestep it. So in sidestepping, it can cause an accident. I almost saw an accident there this morning. So I'm appealing to roads to repair that patch. Patch it and smoothen it out. And the same thing can be done in Sandy Point, just before Ben Jack. And all the other areas that have been dug up. They have dug up quite a number of areas to repair pipes and repair this and repair that. But they have not patched them back. So I think they need to patch back all the areas that have been dug up and smoothen out the road and let it look like the island rehabilitation project that have just been completed. It has just been completed, but it has been dug up in some areas. And they need to fix the areas that have been dug up so that we don't have drivers sidestepping and looking to skip and go to the side and creating accidents.
Correct,
The more we can create accidents, we can avoid the creation of accidents. The better for this country, because we are having too many accidents. We are having an accident almost every 5 to 10 minutes. And per capita, that's too high for a small island like
and
this.
some of these can be avoided, yes.
Yeah, so I think that, the road division need to do their work. They're sitting back too much. They need to patch the areas that have been damaged or dug up and fix them. And I want to appeal to drivers to slow down. Some of these drivers, they're driving too fast. They believe speeding is driving. Yeah, I don't know where they get a false notion from. This is totally false. Speeding is not driving. Driving is all about safety and security. I have been a driving instructor from 1998 up until now. And I have never taught anybody to speed. Speeding comes naturally. It's better use common sense, use some prudence, use some wisdom, and be smart on the road and avoid accidents as much as you can. Have a blessed day, fellas.
Okay, thank you very much, caller, and you have a blessed day as well. Yeah, I'm going to read to you. I would have, caller, I took notes as to what you would have said, and when I leave the studio, I'll drive up in the area as mentioned, and I will definitely have a look at the area that you mentioned, and I would make a call or two to the appropriate person. So thank you very much for bringing that to the forefront. Yeah, as it relates to your questions, as to what, as it relates to parking of vehicles and obstructing, I'm going to refer to Regulation 20 subsection 2. Regulation 20 subsection 2 of our laws, and it states that every driver of a vehicle and every cyclist shall not negligently or willfully prevent, hinder, or interrupt the free passage of any vehicle, person, or animal, and shall not allow his or her vehicle to stand in such a road so as to cause any unnecessary obstruction thereto. So
Right.
that's what the law says as it
Understood.
relates to
We actu-
willfully obstructing.
Right. I know time is fast spent, but we actually have one last caller on the line.
Okay, we can take that call.
Oh, we lost that caller, sorry.
Okay, well,
Call, I'm sorry. You
can
might
call
have to
back next
call
week.
back next week.
yes.
So the clock on the wall, it's telling me and telling us that we have to wrap. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank the person that our first caller, and we also want to thank that caller who did not, for some reason, get in. So you can feel free to call back next week when we are here again. So thank you very much. Thanks to our sponsor, and thanks for WinFM for having us here again. So until we meet again next week, I want to ask you to be safe on the road, not just for yourself, but other road users as well. So until then, take care and God bless. Bye for now.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode. Attention all drivers. I'm begging you to slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency? It's better late than never. So why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps.
Protect your lifestyle with Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Till you walk with a low reputation and service for second to none. Securing you is our mission. People that you can trust, your business, property, we got you covered. Motor or personal, whatever it is, we got you covered. 130 years in this business, we've got you covered. For all your insurance needs, visit or call us at 465-2631 or 469-5303. Delia Walwyn, people you can trust.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects or sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less and save more. How, you ask? Essential Everyday and Equiline. Spend less on our Essential Everyday products and get the best quality, the best taste, and the best value. Spend less for all your family health and beauty needs with the Equiline brand of over-the-counter products. Portsmouth Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less. With our Essential Everyday products and Equiline over-the-counter health and beauty care products. Shop smart and spend less at Value Mart, where price matters most.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea, right here on Win Media SKN. Jade,
It's that time of the morning.
it's tea time.
Sorry.
See the throat coming back here. The throat coming back, Jade. The rest over the weekend, blissful.
I believe you. I believe you. That was special.
I'm
that
telling
was
you,
a special
I'm
one
telling
for
you.
this Monday.
Start the week right, Jade.
No, not really, but you know. Not really at all.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately, anyway.
I got you.
So let me give you all this unfortunate COVID report. As of Sunday, 23rd January, confirmed cases in the last 24 hours are at 16, which brings our total number of cases to 5,270, with 619 active cases. But unfortunately, we have recorded 3 deaths, which have brought our total to 31. I'm still hoping that this is like an accident, like a typo, something, because 3 in 24 hours is crazy. And my
That-
condolences to the family
yes.
members, man. That is, boy.
Yeah, love, thoughts, well wishes go out to family, loved ones.
I literally
of
jumped.
deceased.
I kept going back to the old one, the one from Saturday.
Yeah,
Let
to
me
see,
just
to make sure the number. Yeah.
Because boy, oh boy, that sounded crazy to me.
Yeah, and you see, that's the thing that kind of, and for me, this is why I keep saying it undermines the argument of, but that's the thing, man, nobody even dying. This year like the flu.
No, that is not. I keep saying that is not true.
I'm not telling you that, yeah. What you want everybody to say? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. And this morning, I was reminded of what life is really like here in St. Kitts. Because it took me like 15 minutes to find somewhere to park this morning.
Bye. School open.
School open and people recovering.
Yes.
School open and people recovering. I was there thinking to myself, I was the one who on the radio big and broad talking about, hey guys, speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Hope you guys come back out healthy and safe and well.
No, you can't find a parking.
And now I can't find a parking. It's like I don't know why I keep doing this to myself.
Yeah. But we're happy that people are getting better.
Yes,
because we
I'll
don't
deal with the hard parking once people get better.
I feel like I don't want to see these numbers. I was hoping that these numbers don't rise in terms of deaths at all, like again. But here we are at 31, and I really hope that there aren't anyone that we we add to this list, because death is something else. Why I went to a funeral on Friday. Well, I went to Buski's funeral on Friday, and although I appreciated seeing everyone come out and stuff, I'm just like, bro, I don't wanna.
Yep.
I don't wanna do any more funerals for the year.
Yep.
I really don't.
Yeah, but it been rough. I mean, and the thing for me, Jade, my mind always goes to when young people pass and they have kids, man. Like that, let me tell you something. Like, my mind changed on that. Like, I used to be on this kind of weird tip, and I could say it's weird now. Where it's like, you don't want nobody disrespect you. You live in a small society. You recognize that people that you see and interact with now, there's a very high chance you'll interact with them again, and so you don't allow disrespect. You don't allow people to, as we say, punk you and things like that.
Yeah.
Jade, I just want to make it home, yeah.
Literally.
I just want to make it
I just
home,
want to
Jade.
make it
Like
home
that
and
is
wake
the
up in
mission.
the morning.
That is the mission.
That's all.
That's the mission,
I
Jade.
ain't asking for too much.
Yeah.
I feel like that's late.
Yeah, that's the mission, Jay. Just make it home, like.
And wake up the next day.
Yeah, don't worry about the ego thing and all that. There, just make it home. You understand? Like, so many people ain't waking up, and so many people ain't making it home.
Boy.
You understand? So, when we was on this whole mission, make it to 2022 thing, like, it wasn't no joke.
No, we was serious. We was
wasn't no
very
joke.
serious.
It wasn't no
I
joke.
mean, we make jokes all day because that's how we deal with things. But when we say certain things, we're very serious. And that one was one of those, like, please, guys, try to make it to 2022. We made it. Try to stay here and make it to 23. That's the next mission. That is the next mission.
Yeah. I mean, and you're gonna, and like I tell people, you can't take it for granted.
No.
You can't take it for granted, meaning you can't just assume you're gonna be here.
You cannot, because anything can happen. I could go outside right now. Let me do it here because I'm trying to.
No, you won't go outside.
Put that in the atmosphere.
But you have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to be aware of the decisions you're making, the situations you're putting yourself in, right?
Yeah, let's not add to.
Yeah, that's all. Like,
your
just
own
be aware.
demise.
I see people do so many. Jade, let me tell you something. I think I said it here before, by the time you hit your 20s, right, the amount of things you just overcome by the skin of your teeth and you don't even recognize.
Oh, no, I do.
Just by you being here.
Well, I know.
Jade, there's 100 million sperm you had to fight to get to this one
and
egg.
Apparently,
and
right?
you end up there.
I learned recently
Birth
that.
alone, Jade. Just birth.
Trust me, I know. I could have
You make
died.
it through birth?
I could have died in birth. But apparently, the egg that is the sperm or the egg that is fertilized is done so because that's the best one. So whoever you are, like you were the best. Was it the sperm or the egg?
The sperm, because it's only one egg.
Yeah, so you are the best sperm. You were the best sperm.
Of the bunch.
Yes.
I'm telling you. But you had to fight out other 100 million of them.
Yeah. So you're not the strongest survivor, don't know.
Unless the one who was really the strongest one just walk out. Wait, what is over here and take a left when they were supposed to go right? Maybe went down the one fallopian tube or something.
I was gonna say something, but that's widely inappropriate. So let me not.
But no, but what I'm saying is like we got to be aware. We got to be aware, guys. I see too many people making decisions, right? And when hey Jade, some people, because they've never really been in rough situations, they take certain things for granted.
Boy, trust me.
Like you're driving, right? You check tire light come on. You pull over on some road somewhere about to see what's going on with the tire. You ain't feel nothing, yeah. You ain't feel nothing to say, well, the tire gonna soft or nothing, you know. You gonna stop 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you way home from wherever you're coming from to come.
Me and the tire got to roll home.
You and the tire gonna roll
Not
home,
me,
rim
no.
it, whatever.
Not me.
No,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, so Inoita wanted to remind us that he wrote a book about sperms and eggs. What
yes.
was the book called again? Let me see if I can find it. Shout out to Inoita and his book that will help kids.
That explains the whole.
Inoita,
yes,
tell me
love
what
it.
your book called again, so I could shout it out. But yes,
Inoita is a local genius.
he is, honestly.
Yeah.
He is. So yeah, just try and make it to 23.
Yeah, 2023.
Please, guys.
Watch out. Let's go halfway. Let's make it to the end of June and then we walk from there.
Yes.
Because
Attainable goals.
There were some people moving.
Attainable goals.
Yeah. The plan is really to make it to 2078. But let's take it in stages.
Yeah, let's step by step, step by step. So as I don't know if you felt like this weekend was quite busy.
Oh yeah, chaotic.
Like
chaotic.
everybody seemed to be fighting. Why is everybody arguing and fussing? Where you wanna start? You wanna go battle of the uncles, or you wanna?
Let's go back to the uncles.
Okay, so I was minding my business as usual, and I came across
Oh, I can't wait for Friday.
I came across a video where our good Uncle Dwyer and our good Uncle PM Gaston Brown seem to not be seeing eye to eye.
No, don't fight.
So I am not sure what Uncle Dwyer said or what provoked this, but here is the response from our good Uncle Gaston over in Antigua.
That if you continue to attack me and my family, then you become fair game. Because you know me, I'm going to fire back. So if you want to be involved in constructive criticism, then don't personalize your opinions. Say what you have to say. If you think the laws in Antigua and Barbuda are inadequate and it's inappropriate for public servant, and forget about the Prime Minister now, because I am not the only one in public office who is covered by the Integrity in Public Life Act and the Prevention of Corruption Act. All senior public servants are covered. So even the senior public servants who run different departments in the government, they cover too. And you saying that they should not have the right to build a property and to rent it, to get some form of rental income, even for their old age. That is what Dwyer Astefan and this other idiot trying to say. And I want to say to you, Dwyer, as a lawyer and a former minister of government, I expect that when you go an observer to chat, come with facts. Make calls. Even if you want to call me or whomever in the government to find out what they say about it is factually true, I will take your call. But you see, Dwyer has this kind of propensity to, he did this same thing to Denzel Douglas when he was in Denzel's government. called Denzel Corrupt and so on. Then he went, he joined Tim Harris in St. Kitts. They defeated Denzel. Then he turned on Tim Harris, Prime Minister Timothy Harris. Dr. Harris had to literally make him into what I consider a political relic. But the same Dwyer Stefan, went back and then started to support the same Denzel Douglas who he said was corrupt. What do you call that? Political prostitution?
Indeed.
But these guys must just stop it, yeah? So here's this, maybe what you can consider now a fossilized relic coming to our country to stir poop on Observer Radio. Do I keep your poop in St. Kitts, man? Sure.
All right.
Boy.
Jade,
Boy.
things tense, yeah.
What is
But what happened?
happening?
But what happened? I don't like when the family feuds.
I don't like
They don't
it
listen,
either.
JD. They don't listen, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly not sure what would have prompted this. But
apparently, like obviously, basically, he's saying it. Like, Dwyer must have had some comments on Observer Radio.
yeah. I wonder if you can find those.
I tell you, I can't wait for Friday.
On Friday,
I can't wait for Friday.
Can you feel it slicking off behind there? But,
But watch it. Let me tell you something. The ad libs, indeed.
Indeed.
The ad libs was the best. Bye. This is the thing that has always interested me, right? Uncle Gaston is a kind of man, but he ain't care.
No.
He ain't care. The man say, fear game, yeah.
Fear, you talk about me, I'm going to talk about
The
you.
man say, you know me, You know?
The man, listen, is one person, is one minister, right, in the Caribbean that you could expect
there's no cat
to respond.
Yeah, there's no cat that has his tongue.
None at all.
Yeah, there's no
It's
cat in
Mr.
Antigua, bye.
Listen, that's a political prostitution, Political
Fossilized relic.
I love me some Uncle Dwyer, but that was funny. I'm not going to lie. That was funny.
It can be interesting.
Uncle Dwyer, tell us what you said, because I want to know.
Uncle Dwyer message us.
Yeah.
Uncle Dwyer will message us and let us know exactly what went down. Because, and I think that is the thing for me too, The thing for me is that he really didn't reference. He didn't really respond to, and this is one of the things that I don't like. Like, I don't like when you respond into things and make it personal. Look, I don't know if he hinted that that the attack might have been personal to begin with, right? But he had when you don't know.
That seems to be the theme this weekend.
Right.
Personal attacks.
Personal attacks.
Because
hey, what kind of St. Kitts and the Photoshop skills, by?
I just want to know who took my good flyer and photoshopped it. Who took my good flyer of our good friend of the show, Mr. Drip, Mr. Brantley, and photoshopped your nonsense onto it? Don't upset me. Don't let me find out who you be.
The thing the man take out island tea and put the tea is not sweet.
Don't let me find out who you be. Because I will drag you. Because you out of order. Do not ever in your life use my our personal property for your propaganda.
You understand?
Okay? That's not what we're here for.
Oh, boy.
Use your own.
Yeah.
Just use your own.
It would have been easier.
Yeah.
It would have been easier.
It's done the flyer they look after that and y'all ain't even use the same fonts, nothing. Y'all just
yeah, it look done so
the audacity.
Yeah.
But speaking of audacity,
go ahead.
Speaking of audacity.
Oh my gosh.
So one of our good ambassadors, he's an ambassador still, right?
Which should we talking about?
The one from yesterday. Wait. Before we move on, let's take a call. Let's take a call. The people want to. It might actually be.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, my children. Them, how you all do?
Good morning.
Because you know what happened? When me with Sky, so we sending out to church, Don't send up no money up here to support this party, Remember, y'all ain't keep out the Nevis Bill. So that's why the person must try to do a little snap so the tea is sweet. And we're going to be sooner than you expect. We expect for the next election. There's people saying it's our 2025. But now yes, sooner. So you see, Mazda, so I asked someone over here, when there was election, they said no. So why are you saying that? You want to try something like Barbados? Man, I play. So that's why I listen to you. I always said that Devon, I mean, not Devon, your name Devon is on the other station.
Devon is on the station, the other show.
Devon here, the other show.
Huh?
Devon here, he just on another show.
Yeah. If they want to you believe you're going to tell her 2070 something? Because I remember it's wow, look. Russia now gone into the place about trouble them.
They're crazy.
Oh, wow, what you really want from them? They done trouble them about 5 years ago, no? And they get it settled. What they want from Pax? Oh, my God. I don't ever mean to see something about in Africa again. Somebody assassinate them. Oh, my God. How long the world going to last? They didn't predict, say, after 2000, you were going to end it up, but it's still going. We got 22 years old. Yeah, listen, yeah. Tell them the prostitute to think. Let them leave your thing alone. Island tea sweet.
You understand?
Do not prostitute me flyers them.
You understand?
Have some.
The tea is sweet.
I'm telling you.
But we do is honey though. We don't really
Yeah, we don't use sugar. We're trying not to do the sugar thing. Yeah. Health is wealth. But yes,
you were saying, Jade?
yes, again, over the weekend, I was minding my business once again.
Yeah.
And I received a voice note.
Mm-hmm.
And it went a little bit like this.
Oh, bye.
To the first issue. For some time now, I have been receiving many messages from many friends and supporters about this DJ. But I deliberately chose to ignore them until yesterday. A very, very good friend of mine sent me a WhatsApp message in which it read, and she asked, and Patches, why does he do this DJ? Calling his name. Because literally every day he on the radio cussing him. She continued, how come he don't answer, he ugly so and so? That's that language for the radio. I said to my friend that lots of people have told me about this idiot. But I do not argue with fools. That has always been my position. Because men warned us that to argue with a fool, you will have to stoop to their level, and they will beat you with experience. She agreed with me. But she reminded me, lo and behold, of ugly men from St. Kitts, Pazal and Melody. How many of us are old enough to remember Pazal and Melody? Then we had this debate as to whether he was uglier than both of them. Imagine. We laughed, we talked, but we however agreed on one thing. Pazal and Melody have gone to the great beyond. May their souls rest in peace. So since Pazal and Melody is dead, we agreed that there's only one ugly man left in St. Kitts.
What's going on in the world, Jade? What's going on in the world, really? Like somebody could explain to me.
Come to the front of the class, sir.
It's like what going on?
Come here.
What? Is something in the water? Like, am I missing something? They spray something in the ear?
You know, I don't understand. People in certain positions, right? Who seem to not go up. Because I don't understand. Like, how old is this man? This is the best thing you're feeling so hurt that the only thing you felt like you could have done is call the man ugly. Like, are you 12?
I'm an idiot.
Are you 12, sir? Are you not? Is this an ambassador? He's an ambassador, right?
Like I said this last week, yo. I said this last week. Like, it's one thing when you're gonna be tactful and coy and thing with your little pettiness and your insults and so. And it was like, okay, cool. I can understand where you're going with this. But this ain't sweet. Like,
bruh, first of all, sir, blow your nose. blow your nose. Friend, you sound congested. Like, what's the thing for congestion? What's the medicine for congestion?
Hystal?
He needs a little bit of hystal. He sounds like he's barely breathing, okay? And then, why are you, as a whole ambassador, somebody who has the certain ranks and powers where you represent the country, you're calling citizens ugly and idiot? Like, you couldn't figure out anything else to say? That's it? Like, he just ugly? Boo. Do better. Do better. That one wasn't it. I don't know. That one wasn't it, boy. I feel like
what happened to the sophisticated cousin of the past?
Oh my God.
That they're gone out the window?
Take a page out of Mac, Boca, Gaston, Boca.
Doggy.
Doggy, like what? Ugly. I felt like I was listening to like a teenager.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I honestly felt like I was listening to a teenager express his feelings.
I could.
And you're bringing in all kind of people that like, why are you bringing in? Listen, don't do this again. Y'all need some better advisors, because this.
I tell you already, that's part of the issue. You know? Part of the issue is where the people who's supposed to be around these people to tell them, yo, what going on with you?
Yeah, this don't sound like something you should.
Like, is it that they're not listening to these people, or the people around them don't have the... I don't know what it is, by. Somebody need to be telling these people, but it should be that way.
Yeah.
And they don't have to say it, and they don't have to say it in the public. They don't have to say it in the public.
Yeah,
they could just come, like, look, don't let me come over there for you.
Please.
Don't let me come over there for you. Stop it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, bye.
So let's not.
We keep talking about this big man, no?
A big grown man, you know? A big grown man. Send it out. I don't even know if he do this on his show, he send it out. And
But you say on the radio.
Whatever platform he use, calling people ugly, sir?
Yeah.
Are you 12?
Yeah.
Anyway, do moral of the story, do better.
I don't think it's like the man, like, literally, like, you could hear him, like, chuckling to himself. You're like,
you think it's funny? I know he was like, this one, kill them, boy. This one gonna kill them.
The funny thing about it, I'm pretty sure this particular DJ does call himself ugly on a regular basis, yeah. This does not. I don't know what the intent.
I don't know.
I don't know what the intention was to do.
I don't see the purpose, reason, nothing for this.
Yeah.
Like, you feel some type of way because he's talking about you, sir. You are in the public office. You're on a public pedestal.
No, but you could feel that way based on what somebody's saying. If what they're saying isn't true, or they're saying is
yeah, you ain't come out and say, hey, come out and say that, you know, all the man come out and say he talking about me and he ugly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Sir.
Oh, boy. And what, like, this the reason why these things come up here, because we just like million things. But we're really gonna have to start examining
the mental health.
Something. Like, we really have to start examining what really going. I tell you, understand if something express something. Like, Chow was indoors most of the weekend, right? I don't know if that's... But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they express something in the ear and we just happen to miss it.
Thank God, because...
I don't know what's going on, boy. Like,
y'all just continue to embarrass the country, boy. I don't know why y'all doing it. I don't know why y'all hate us this much for y'all to be like, you know what? Even though...
To whom much is given, much is expected.
And yeah, we ain't expecting too much from y'all, but y'all just giving us bare minimum. Bare minimum.
Not even that, boy. Yeah, but guys, we're gonna have to really just step up the game. We really have to step up the game. Maturity. And again, if you are around some of these people in positions, you got a responsibility to hold them accountable.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're one of the people who advises, like, these people in these positions, please get your act together too, because people out here wilding by.
And sounding like idiots doing it.
People out here wilding
Oh
by.
my God. They might really say, bye. They might really say, that for you, you know.
Jade Vex.
I'm vexed for you because of what is this?
It's like, I remember time I hear a woman in tongue tell the next woman, "Girl, you can't abuse." Like, that's the energy again. Like, you can't abuse.
Yeah, because, oh my God. Anyway. Again, y'all, please just do better. Just, that's how we beg.
Yeah, and every week we're supposed to come in here and
have these things to talk about. It is ridiculous, honestly. Boy. You think they're going to do better? No? No.
We could only hope. We can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have hope. We have hope. We have hope.
You do?
Not really.
Oh, okay, let's take a call. Because I don't.
Oh, the caller's gone. Oh,
No, man, the phone been going off.
Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Yes, that radio station like cartoon character. I let somebody come in the other night and insulting up someone else, you know. And that is not nice when the person coming in, two people coming, a man and a woman. A woman about the woman attack about to make a station for special, you know. And not one for street, you know. And if you heard she character, she hushed him out, you know. And he said he cut off because he said, man, you don't say that day about a couple of weeks ago. You know, cut them off and you come with them talk. I got to listen to your program tonight. He sound like he's a cartoon character. He program is and disrespecting. I say he's the ambassador of the country. When people come in with them nonsense story, you cut them. I think that was the real logic about it. You don't let them get you. How the whole world hearing you. You know? You're real fresh about to calling people down.
Exactly.
You need to come on. I went no 7 standard or no 12 standard, but I know that. You know, there's certain things you're supposed to say. I mean, what you could say, what you can't say in the ear. Oh, them. And he it's like a joke. You need to come better than that and keep up his standard. He lowering his standard too much and he run again. Oh, your people can't do without me. Run in his fast still. Who want to me? See the Spanish them don't run it.
Listen. Come, listen. You have a good day. You are getting in trouble now.
Oh boy. Wow.
Me not get into that. But yeah, like, honestly, when you're on a public platform and you hold certain positions, you have to keep a standard. Like, you there's certain things. If we all know, when you get into certain positions, when you're in office or you're ambassadors or whatever the case may be, you have to behave a certain way. We know this. Everybody knows this.
Forget position. Forget ambassador, all them kind of things there. But when you pass 12 and so. Yeah, big bubbly biscuit. That's what you sound like to me.
Yes. Yeah. You literally sound like you was in high school arguing. Sir, you're grown. You go drink some tea and relax. Okay, people gonna talk about you. I don't know if you know. But people gonna always talk about you. On the radio, on Facebook, on wherever they talk in the group chats and stuff. So you're gonna respond to everybody? Everybody ugly?
No. But what I'm saying is you can respond, you know, but that can't be the response.
That cannot be the response, calling somebody ugly.
Yeah.
And an idiot because they express their opinions instead of trying to, you know.
I still wait to hear what you. See, this will be my thing, Jade. If you have an issue with what somebody is being said and you feel like you feel the need to address it, then address it. So you could say, hey,
I heard this was said.
This was said by such and such and such. I take offense to it for the following reasons. I'd appreciate if you just leave me out of your mouth. And so I'm coming from like
what you said was false. This is why. And going forward, if you want to have a conversation about anything, this is what we can do.
Yeah, if you want to talk to me about whatever, send me number here, give me a call.
Simple maths, you know? Simple maths.
If you want us to have a private boxing match.
But no, just embarrass the country. Once again, anyway, take a next call you here because I just...
Good morning, caller 11 LNT. What's up?
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, what can I say? Oh, my God. Oh, what wants to be thought gone? No, really? as an ambassador, he's representing the federation. Regardless of what he said, he's an emailer, right? He's an emailer said something, but he doesn't say exactly what the emailer said.
Got you.
He doesn't say exactly what the emailer say. And in every dog that bark, you must trust one at it. He represented the federation.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he attacked. I won't be surprised he attacked you all. Boy.
May ugly, so make you.
Yeah, you gotta come better.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use your. He would have to use his brain for this one.
I think if you want to attack us, then I just want him to be a little more creative.
Yeah, man.
And Witty, Gaston don't represent us.
You forced me. You forced me. I was just about to say, Witty Gaston know all over here. He got nothing to do with over here.
Yeah.
Like that's for his country to tell him like you need to. And they always do. He don't study them, but that's his choice as well.
Yep.
That's his choice as well. But yeah, that's Antigua. This is St. Kitts. Like, not because somebody else around the Caribbean behaves a certain way and we laugh at it.
But not only that, Jade. We literally just said that he could take a page out of Gaston.
Yeah.
Because,
and you know why?
Because well as just Gaston get creative with it.
Yeah, he don't just come out and say people ugly.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? So because they call me ugly, I'm gonna stop talking about the things that I don't agree with? That's not how it works. Okay, that's not. I don't know if they know, but that's not how it works. Anyway, let's see what else we have on this little agenda of ours. You wanna do the document? You know what? Let's do this one because, a matter of fact, somebody messaged me over the weekend with the same issue. Well, they had an issue with the same thing.
Yep.
And I think you could speak to it because you experienced it. So, without proper documentation, non-nationals could be repatriated to their point of origin. Chairman of the National COVID-19 Task Force, Abdias Samuels, provided insight into the ongoing challenges of repatriation back to St. Kitts following cancellations caused by COVID-19. Speaking at the NEOC COVID-19 press briefing on Wednesday, January 19th, Mr. Samuels addressed the challenges being experienced by persons requesting entry into the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Samuel said once the flight has been cancelled, the application for re-entry will be reset so that persons can go back into their application, edit the application, and formulate it with the updated information. Once this process is completed, approval to enter the Federation will be granted. The task force chair, in addition, acknowledged that the entry system is properly working and noted that the task force is looking at possible ways to improve the system. Based on my experience, I think our system has been working well. In our task force meeting yesterday, we discussed some of the challenges. Oh, I thought I was shaking your head. We discussed some of the challenges. Experiencing it myself, we looked at where we can enhance the system, making it more user-friendly, as well as looking at how we can help persons when they are faced with many challenges. And one of the areas that we are going to do is increase the capability of the help desk so that they can be contacted more easily, and also the communication between the applicants and the persons or agencies that are processing the application.
Yeah. I mean, at least there's a recognition that there's areas that need to be improved, right?
Yes.
It's rough when traveling in itself right now is very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Just traveling itself is very stressful. And you don't want to create hurdles that make it even more hectic, more stressful, having to get tests, having to time when you get tests, figuring out what day you could get tests, where you could get tests, what kind of tests you could get where. Like, there's a lot of different variables happening that it just mystic.
Yeah.
It just mystic. I mean, my situation that I had, I'm trying to re-enter the country. I mean, I kept thinking to myself, had I not had the network that I had to be able to contact persons in certain positions,
you would assault.
I would assault.
Literally assault.
Yeah, and it's only because, based on, relationships I would have had with certain people, being able to reach out, call out, and be like, hey, what am I going to do? Because
you assault.
I going based on the information that you all gave me, and then now at the last minute, y'all telling me that the information y'all give me is no longer valid.
It does not apply.
And like
Yeah.
when this changed in the last 24 hours, there was nothing. When I went to apply, nothing said this, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going based on what is literally on the website. Why y'all telling me different to what y'all have on the website? Like, all these things just complicate an already complicated situation. Like I tell you, one of the things that was interesting to me was that every country you go to have a different site, and all the sites them structured differently and want different information.
You see, if the Caribbean, I'm just talking about the Caribbean, but if the Caribbean had come together long time and say, well, this is what we're going to do,
This is the approach. This is what I'm about.
then a lot of these things wouldn't be such a hassle, you know, because everybody would be on the same page, but
That is
everybody
why-
wanted their own thing. So
That
now
is
all...
why I kept saying this whole travel bubble thing wasn't even. I don't even understand why anybody thought that
Oh,
was
yeah, that was that thing, no?
the bubble them bust before they start.
But made him think nobody fly. Made him think nobody get to fly, yeah? Before the bubble pop.
The bubble bust like the bubble ain't last no time.
Not at all. And the conversation I had with somebody over the weekend was the fact that, you know, it seems like when you apply, it takes a while for you to get a response. So the timeliness...
Well, I mean, for me, I applied in the evening, maybe like at 10 o'clock. They say I think it took me about 10 hours to get a response.
Well, maybe yours was different because another was telling me that when they had to go through the process, it took a while and they couldn't do anything because they need an answer. So they have to wait. So I don't know. But yes, I mean, they said they're going to do some improvements. So maybe one of those improvements
But
could
one of the improvements is the one that he spoke about, the help desk. I know persons who are like who is one of the people who the inbound travelers call when they have questions, and it's like that in itself is ridiculous because she's saying she getting called all when she have 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. 'Cause that's when people having the questions generally because you go home, you're preparing for your trip. 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're
and
making
I'll
sure.
be one pack 2 hours before the trip ends up.
So people gonna be like, wait, what's supposed to like people gonna have questions, they call in the number, so your phone ringing 2 o'clock in the morning. But they're gonna have to recognize that, especially now that we have increased travel, well kind of. The CDC don't tell them stop come sing it.
We're still on the list, eh?
We're still on the list, yeah?
Yeah, we're still on the list, man.
Yeah. Hey. My condolences to the taxi drivers them and our taxi business them. The taxi drivers them, man going down the Port Zante, 4 days can't gonna walk. Going up the airport. Imagine, right, Jade? 4 days up the airport. Like down Port Zante, ain't gonna walk. Go up the airport, you get a job. What the one job you get? A local going Sandy Point. The local going Sandy Point, that's $18. By the time you drive back town, so imagine you live Cairn, right? Reach airport, get a trip to go Sandy Point for $18, and then gotta drive back, go back home in Cairn. Where you guys gone in?
That's just about that $18 done, you know. That's a free trip right there. Yeah, no. But actually, we have the Minister of Tourism and the
he just come back yesterday.
Yeah, we have the Minister of Tourism and Melnicio. I'm sorry, let me find her position again. She is the Deputy CEO. Yes, so they will be joining us tomorrow. So hopefully they could shed some light on this.
I feel it for them, because the taxi drivers got rough. But what they could do?
No,
but that's what I'm saying. I talked to a taxi driver yesterday. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the present situation is a result of anything that the people in the tourism sector would have done? He stopped. He said, but they ain't want it how we be. It ain't the fault. I said, but you vex with them. So I trying to figure out.
Because we have to place blame somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to place blame somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell me you want them to handle it a little different, or they want to put different things in place.
Yeah, but you can't vex them when people ain't coming. It's not the fault.
I believe they want people come. No, they
definitely want people come.
So,
you went from having 1 million.
A million visitors.
Yeah, over 1 million visitors to buy.
Yeah.
Rough buy. I tell you, Listen, certain positions I just don't want to hold back. Imagine being the Minister of Tourism in a pandemic.
But he working. I think what he went to. I probably didn't talk. He probably talked to us about it. But I think he went to negotiate with Carnival. Because I realized Carnival ain't come back since the whole debacle.
Yeah.
Carnival ain't come back.
I hope they figure out something.
Hopefully,
because-
coming to tell us Carnival will be back.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Let's do another story here.
Which one you want to do?
By all them chaotic. So, we could talk about the. We could talk about let's talk about the people. The pastor and his wife, who was charged with false imprisonment after people were found locked.
Maybe this one. This one you had me cracking up.
Why would you find this funny?
This one had me cracking up.
Okay, you do it. Go ahead.
So the article reads, and guys, this is from NBC News. This isn't from some random friend of mine Facebook page.
No.
The title reads, Georgia pastor, wife charged with false imprisonment after people found locked in the basement. Wow. A Georgia pastor and his wife were arrested on charges of false imprisonment after officials found up to 8 people locked in their basement, police said. Now, that was the first thing that, to me, read weird. Why is it that they can't just tell us how much people is in the basement?
Really up to. What is it, I guess?
I was like,
this is
why?
a percentage.
Are we guessing how many people are locked in the basement?
Can you count? All you have to do is 1, 2,
This
3.
The reason why this found funny, my father told me a story of a particular man here in St. Kitts who was quite popular. And apparently, he was supposed to go out in the yard and go out by the pen and count how many pigs were in the pen. And after a half hour, the person who sent him to figure out how many pigs were out there came out to find out why was it that he had not returned with the numbers yet. And he said, well, the problem is that I count all the other pigs, but he just got this one pig who just keep running around and wouldn't let me count it. So I was wondering if that is what was happening in the basement. Perhaps the police could keep a track of how much people is in the basement.
They kept moving.
It means like up to 8 people. Like,
No,
was it 8? Was it 6? Was
rounded
it?
figure.
I don't understand.
I don't either, but that's
Anyway.
the world we live in.
Curtis Keith Bankston and Sophia Sim Bankston were running an unlicensed group home out of their rented Griffin house under the guise of a church known as One Step of Faith, Second Chance. The Griffin Police Department said in a statement.
Okay.
So these people are running a group home,
An unlicensed.
an unlicensed group home, out of a house they rented.
Interesting.
And they were calling it a church. The name of the church was One Step of Faith, Second Chance. One step down in the basement. Anyway, there we go.
Bye.
Griffin Fire. I guess this is Fire Chief. Griffin Fire, so that's the fire department. Last week responded to a call about someone having a seizure at the home and noticed a deadbolt on the basement door. According to police, crews had to climb through a window to reach the patient. Investigators determined the people in the basement, all with mental or physical disabilities, or both, were essentially imprisoned against their will, which created an extreme hazard as the individuals could not exit the residence if there was an emergency, police said. The Bankstons controlled the finances, medication, and public benefits of the people they were keeping in the basement and had sometimes denied them medications and medical care, according to police. The people, who range in age from 25 to 65, were all placed into housing by the Georgia Department of Human Services. 5 of the people kept in the basement are wards of the state, people said. Curtis Keith Bankston, 55, and Sophia Sim Bankston, 56, will likely face additional charges, police said. It is both frightening and disgusting to see the degree to which these individuals have been taken advantage of by people who were in a position of trust, the police statement said.
Don't even read them more. Jail and then hell. That's all. Literally, just jail, then
This
hell.
is the part that had me jade.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear.
This is the bio and mission statement of Step of Faith Ministries.
Imagine that.
This is found on their website.
Oh.
It said that the Bangstons are committed to feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, and housing the homeless, and helping the brokenhearted find a way out through Christ.
Really?
Deadbolt and basement.
Really?
What I find in Anglia?
Wow.
Mother.
Which part of the Bible I come from?
I don't know. But
I don't feel like that was in the Bible. Like, I don't feel like there was anything in the Bible about deadbolts.
Deadbolts and lock and basements.
Yeah, I don't.
As a way to find Christ.
I do not believe that was.
The Lord's Prayer could work too.
No, I feel like that's.
I mean, if you have choices, options,
I
would probably
feel like
go
that's
with
the better option.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the Lord's Prayer over like.
You know what's funny? These
imprisonment.
This ain't nothing new.
Jade,
this ain't new. Nor is this like a isolated incident.
Jade, that is the problem, you know. You just got a lot of wicked people in the world, wicked and sick.
Because why would you do this? Why would you take these people who you know need the most help, vulnerable in society, and decide, you know what? I'm going to lock them in a basement. I'm going to refuse their medication.
I can tell you why.
Why?
I'll tell you exactly why, Jade. Money. It's simple that no. That is the answer. Money. They get paid money toward these people. That's what going on here.
Yeah, but you don't.
And when you start incentivizing people, right, in this way, you end up with this kind of thing. This is the same issue we have with the private prison system. When people are incentivized to keep people locked up, you know what people will do? Lock up people.
In any and all condition, just.
And of course, then there's also incentive to lock up more people because you get more money.
Yeah. And not only you get more money, you get private labor, almost free. Because they just pay them like ramens. Like what?
Hey.
No, I love a good ramen, eh?
Three noodles for you today, sir. I didn't get the effort. today. Come on, noodles.
I love a good ramen, but I don't feel like that's
that's a good payment method.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's a currency.
Pay me in Bitcoin, man.
Yeah, you want some Bitcoin? But yeah, like these boy, watch you. All I know is the line for hell just keeps getting longer and longer. And it seems to be filling up with the people who are supposed to be the most godly, the people who are out here saying, you know what, yes, come to Christ, I can help you, this is the way to live and stuff. Meanwhile, you got people down in your basement. Lock up. Help me.
I keep wondering. I keep trying to figure out who made the call.
Probably one of them. They didn't want to catch a murder charge to you, know?
But my thing is, you call the police or the fire department or whoever, you ain't take off the deadbolt and let the people...
No. They had no time for that.
Oh.
They had no time for that, okay?
Good morning, caller 11 Island T. What's up? Oh, feel free to call back, caller.
Yes, we have about 5 minutes left so we can take some calls. But yeah, like, jail and hell, why? That's all I can say for this person.
Caller's back. Good morning, caller 11 Island T.
Good morning, I'm not on that topic. But as a musician, you ain't think about Meatloaf?
If I...
Oh,
the guy Meatloaf?
Yeah, I know Meatloaf. He died, I didn't know.
What do you mean he died?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, all right then.
I didn't know
I'm sorry, friend, for you finding out this way. But yeah, he passed away last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember I had that movie on Disney Channel. That was crazy. Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Listen, and...
I didn't know, bye.
What's that? We are losing fashion icons.
Left, right, and center.
Who died last night again? Terry Mugler? I think he was...
We lost one of the creative directors of Vogue magazine also.
Yes.
This black guy.
Last week, I think it was.
Yeah.
Listen, people dropping out left and right. Do better.
Bye.
Start doing better with your lives. If you have people down in your basement, let them go. Let them go,
I need to go check my
okay?
basement just in case.
Just in case, because you want to find nothing straight down there, then you ain't about, because you're looking like an accomplice.
Yeah. Clean up my basement, see?
Yeah.
Nobody can go.
Yeah, like, stop ill-treating people. Like, that's, oh, y'all are disgusting, man.
What we need to do is stop. We need to stop putting monetary value on people's lives.
Indeed.
We need to stop putting monetary value on people's lives.
Who over here? What?
Incentivizing them kind of behaviors there.
Indeed. I seen something from Russia here, so I tried to figure out.
Russia finally enter Ukraine because they're setting up. Watch here, Jade. Have you seen a map? Have you seen a map of where Russia has their troops?
No.
Jade, there's only one border. The west. What is the west? Yeah, the western border. Russia have troops on the south, the east, and the north. The entire border. Over 100,000 troops. All kind of. Watch here. I saw videos of the trucks heading to the border with Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the bombs on it, right? With some of the weaponry on it. Jade.
Watch this, bro. What is happening in the world? One thing these big countries gonna do is beef.
I know Russia
my God.
going Russia.
Indeed, Russia going Russia because Russia has tanks upon tanks.
Well, let me just say
Just
Putin. Let me just say
rolling.
Putin. See,
Yeah.
it's really Putin.
It's really Putin. Come on, guys. Like, can we stop?
I feel like, but you
This
see,
ain't even necessary.
but I feel like this is a distraction for something else.
Yeah. Usually, that's usually like yesterday. I saw somebody said
Because Putin must know, like, the things what Putin asking for
Kinda
is not.
ridiculous.
It's like non-negotiable,
Yeah, kinda
right?
ridiculous.
So it's like he know this. He's a
Yeah.
smart guy.
Yeah.
So
He went in a whole country, so you know. I saw yesterday somebody said that Biden approval ratings low, so he he's sending troops to a war. Apparently, every time you're not doing well as a president, go to war.
Go to war. Yeah, because
Fix that up.
Yeah, because what happened is like there's this thing, especially in America, where it's like, oh, we're at war, everybody just have to support. Otherwise, you're being un-American.
Well, I would have been un-American because not me. We don't need to keep killing people for no reason.
Yeah, this will be my issue. I keep saying, if there were no soldiers, there would be any war.
No, because we're fighting it.
Why the leaders of these countries don't just like meet up in along the border? We could make it a thing. Talk to Jake Paul. He know to monetize fights.
Yeah, man. He does that all the time.
Yeah, like put up some lights, whatever. Putin and the president of Ukraine or whoever and Biden, all of them could just meet up and have a nice little, of course there'll be referees and things to make sure you don't get out of hand. We have the rules ahead of time. I mean, Russia can probably win everything because Putin no move. Putin is.
Thing about Russia don't know to why.
No, but Putin himself ain't to play with it.
Putin
Putin is a black belt. I see Putin walking through the troops to inspect them and end up giving like combat tips to the troops here.
Yeah, like fix up. There's certain countries that I really hope will never ever decide would they invading us. Russia, China, or what's that? The US,
China might
France.
China might come first because all of us who running around playing friends with Taiwan.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, Taiwan own half the country, so you don't know China really like us. But please just understand we had nothing to do with it. The citizens of this country, it had nothing to do with it.
Well, we're talking about Russia and China. What about Anguilla?
Where's Fred Anguilla, boy? You crazy?
Me afraid Anguilla?
No.
They tried already,
And they lost.
I don't even know if you could call it a loss.
Well, they didn't win.
They failed.
Exactly. Where Fred Antigua? I mean Anguilla. In the Caribbean, who would we beef and lose to? Jamaica. They're violent. They're violent, man. We're violent, but they're violent.
That's a good question. Like, if the Caribbean, who is the Caribbean like gangster country that all the other countries fear?
I feel like we're small, so we would get bullied. I mean, we're aggressive, but we're small. So like, I wouldn't really wanna see a situation where we have to beef a country. Words wise, we good.
Yeah.
Like if it's a beef, if it's a war on words,
it's a abusing thing. Yeah. There are very few countries that can hang with us.
No.
As a matter of fact, I would dare say only two. There's only two countries from my experience that could hang with us verbally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jamaica and Antigua.
Definitely.
That's it.
And Barbados. Listen, I watch a man slaughter Jamaica, but he's... Boy, I watch this man slaughter Jamaica. on Twitter all weekend, right? As he alone, you know? He alone. This man was throwing punches.
No, bye.
He tell him
He
and
took on Jamaica by himself?
boy and one as him. And not one like, but in a little bit, eh?
It was a massacre.
Boy, this man was a Jamaicans was like, listen, I don't say nothing else to this man. Please leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Oh,
I
man.
don't remember what he tell him. Hold on, let me see if I go find it, boy, because woo, buddy.
Bye.
Buddy was punching.
I don't know what's going on, boy. People just, I tell you, it seemed as though there was something in the air going around this weekend. And because we were inside, we just didn't get a dose.
I think they're troubling first.
Didn't get a dose. We just didn't get a dose.
Thank God, because you mean us, me and you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, personally, we good. The beef with Shenshia.
Oh, she need to cool.
Yeah, she called us stupid. But that's it for me.
But what was going on with the accent?
You know, people,
Yo.
some people from the Caribbean have this way when they go to America, they feel like Americans need to be spoken to in a certain
But
way.
it got-
Meanwhile, they could understand you very clearly, like it's English. You don't need to.
But she wasn't talking to them. She talking to us.
Exactly. So why are you talking to us in an American accent, ma'am?
It was weird. Where you come from?
The whole.
You record one song for 2 weeks.
Oh, let's say they like the song, you know, and Fia, the song ain't like
The song
her
is so
part.
good. Song is so good.
Her part was atrocious, and
Song
that's
is so good. Song is so
we
good.
allowed. How you go from good comfort to that?
Yeah.
That song was terrible. Y'all tell the woman how terrible she sang, but she come out call her idiot. Is that the new insult? Calling somebody an idiot or dumb? I feel like that's been slang around all weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to do better. I feel like I need to do better. Oh, I find him, boy.
All you got to do, Jade, put out good music. That's all I got to do, put out good music. I didn't understand what was happening.
I don't understand either. I don't understand. I think you got to see the memes. I tell you, I was dying. They said this is versus Jamaica. But yeah, listen, we're ending today's show because we're out of time by saying be nicer to people. Be nicer to your fellow man.
Just
A lot of
cool.
people going through all type of things. You don't know what's bothering them. You don't know what struggles they have to face. Just be nicer to people.
Oh, boy.
Okay? It's not hard. It's not hard. We do it all the time. We actively are nice to people. Does it take anything from you when you do it?
No.
Okay. I don't feel pain when I do it either.
Mm-mm.
So, guys, come on. Let's do better.
I had some opportunities to cuss off some people on the weekend.
Really?
And I just decided to just hit them with the okay.
Yes.
And felt so much better afterwards.
Boy, I blocked somebody last night.
Oh.
I just went about me there. Like, men even doing it this year. You get blocked so quick. And men even bat in an eyelash. Yeah, like, that's all. But be nicer to people.
Yeah. Guys, I think Jade said it best. Just up the niceness.
Yeah.
Up the niceness. And be better for everybody.
Everybody involved.
And be better for everybody. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show, guys. We're going to have to leave. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to disembark. It's the start of a new week.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to be here all week.
Yes, as I mentioned, tomorrow we have the deputy CEO. I think that's what her new position is. And we have the Minister of Tourism joining us. So
Yes, sir.
Melnesia and Honorable Lindsay Grant will be here tomorrow to talk to us about some things.
What going on in tourism?
Yes, and then we have. I'm not gonna tell y'all. we have a good week this week.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it, but it's going to be good as usual. But stick and stay, guys, to Win FM. We have Voices coming up in about an hour. Devon or Socrates will be here to talk to you guys.
For sure.
Yes, love to see it. And what's after that?
Today is Monday?
Today is Monday.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Get
But
the news.
Oh, yes. And we also have Musical Surge with DJ Flames. So you can get some music in your soul, start your week right.
Indeed.
Yes, so stick and stay to Win FM.
Yeah, guys. But, of course, we want to just say thank you to everybody who joined us today, whether you joined us on Facebook, YouTube, winmediaskn.com, or you logged in on your radio at 98.9. We appreciate you, all you guys who comment, share, and call, of course. Keep going. Nuts Lady, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. You is top favorite now.
Big up yourself. But yeah, guys, we're going to have to go. We're going to have to leave. But remember, we're going to be back here tomorrow.
Indeed.
Once again. And before we go, remember to spend more time living your content than posting it. And you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys.
Infected with COVID-19, so perhaps the shift system is in place because they don't have enough teachers to do the instructions. That could be a reason. I'm not saying it is, but perhaps it could be.
Okay, I could understand that, but then at some point in time, we have to return to normal. We are disenfranchising our children. Our children have to compete in the global market, and we cannot continue to use COVID as an excuse, because when our kids go out there, they can't say, "Oh well, we are not as educated as you guys because of COVID."
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand exactly.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to fly. At this point in time, as we say for the science, children have the least chance of having any adverse effects to COVID. I can understand the teachers, but if you're vaccinated, you shouldn't have a problem. But as I said, Omicron has shown us that vaccinated or not, this is an endemic, and we just have to deal with it. But that's just my 2 cents for now.
Right, and thank you so much, caller, for your contribution to this program. We're still taking calls here on Voices. It is 13 minutes past the hour of 11. Today is Monday, January 24th, 2022, and I'm your host for today, Devon Coney. The schools have reopened across the Federation, and for face-to-face learning, that is. As I mentioned earlier, teachers were back out earlier, perhaps preparing, but the students are now in the physical setting. We have another caller on the line, so let's head back to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Mr. Cornelius.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I just tuned in when your last caller was making his contribution. I don't know what topic you chose out for us to contemplate on this morning. But if I was to bring some, at least, the Omicron and the science with the Omicron, I think I am very